Evening, guys. Brizy Cloud tonight will have well said, Bogdan. I have Bogdan here with me in the chat. He will help me with the Q&A, and he'll be there to answer some questions. Great night tonight. We're pretty excited. Hey guys, Philip, Andrew, Derek, Dimi. It's me. So David from Toronto. Hi guys. Phil from Denver, Tom from Chicago, Arvin from Philippines. How are you guys doing? I hope you have a great night. I'm full of energy. I have my trusted coffee here. We have a nice machine here in the office. Bogdan actually teach me how to make some very strong coffee. So I presume after this webinar, I'll stay awake until I don't know, 3-4 a.m. Tudor from Bucharest. Tudor from Bucharest. I'm in Bucharest as well, Tudor. James from Colombia, Norway, Kenya, London, Los Angeles, Connecticut. We have the whole world here. Should we give it, I don't know, 1-2 minutes more for more people to come in? It's 9 p.m. here where I am in Bucharest. It was an excellent day today. It was, I think, 14 degrees Celsius. So we had a sunny, a very nice day to organize and to prepare for a webinar. From these slides, I have this foggy glasses. Let me solve this right away. That's better. Okay, let's get started because it will be a packed one, as Bogdan said. Slides. Let me share my nice presentation here. Start. So today, of course, we'll talk about Brizy Cloud this year. We are pretty excited. Actually, I was looking today and discussing with Bogdan and studying what we've done last year and putting everything on paper, and it's pretty impressive. You'll see we've came a long way last year, and this year will be even better. Brizy Cloud in 2022. Before we get started, though, let me do some housekeeping and remind you about our agency cloud plan that is white label. We've launched this last year in October, if I am not mistaken, and you can buy this if you are interested to have your agency branded builder for your clients. You can get this from our website with 20% off each year, so it will be a lifetime discount as long as you stay subscribed. This is introductory price, so from $4.99 it will be $3.79, and this is available 25% for anyone. But we have for our lifetime customers, no matter if you have a lifetime in your account, no matter what type of lifetime you have, you can get it with 40% off directly from your Brizy account. So if you want a self-branded website builder, do just that. Next. This is very interesting. We'll go in March. We'll be in Rust, Germany. We'll go to this awesome event. It's the biggest cloud hosting event in Europe, CloudFest. So we'll be there in March. If you are in that part of the wood, maybe we'll see each other. We'll drink a beer and I don't know, maybe eat a schnitzel or something, right? So this is what we'll do in March. Let's get started with our webinar. The session goes as usual. We'll have a short last year recap with what we've improved and added in Brizy Cloud. And we'll discuss more about this year, the updates, new features, the plan, the master plan for this year. And I want to showcase some very cool things to you. This session will be around 60 minutes. Please mark your question in the chat. You have that little bubble there. Bogdan is there as well, is helping me as usual with the questions. So he will tackle some of them. Of course, no support in this webinar. You have some links here. You can't click them. You'll need to write them in your how do you call it? A browser, I guess. Next. This is me. I'm Dimi. I'm one of the co-founders here and the CEO here at Brizy. You can reach me anytime at dimi@brizy.io. I do my best to respond to all your questions and emails. If I don't get back in a couple of days, just follow up. I'll make sure to reply. Last year, 2021, it was a great year for Brizy Cloud. We've added and fixed and improved so much. We'll start with the improvements. We've extended, and I'll go pretty fast through them. We've extended and improved, I think, everything related to Elements, almost everything across the board. We've made improvements to the UI and user experience in cloud. You might have noticed, if you're using Brizy Cloud for some time, that some of the interface basically evolved over time, and it's getting to our initial design, and you'll see the initial design made by our magic designer Bogdan pretty shortly. We've also added the SEO options. We've extended the general SEO options, and we brought them at the page level. You know that, of course. Also, the sharing, the social sharing, we've built it on layers, the SEO option and social sharing, optimization and performance. This is ongoing, and you'll see this on our list from year to year. This is a process that we always keep in mind. So last year we've improved the load speed on the previews. We've improved the drag and drop. We've improved how fast fonts are loading, and also in the backend and in preview. And also we've done major improvements in the front end CSS and JavaScript loading. Some things of the new features that were added in last year. We had Brizy Stories, the Brizy Stories builder. As you know, now with Brizy Cloud, you can build those nice mini landing pages or mini websites, web stories. We've added the new agency plan in October last year that has white label options in Brizy Cloud. So basically, you as an agency can purchase this plan, and you can brand it as your own. System pages, you can create and control and design. The 404 page coming soon, maintenance, and recently we've added the change password page. In terms of designs, we've added. I was actually pretty excited and impressed. I've counted a couple of times all the templates and stories and pop-ups, because it's amazing. We've added 72 layout packs, 51 stories, and 13 pop-ups. And as you know, design is part of our focus and strategy, because in the end, the tools are easy to use. Brizy it has a small and very low learning curve, but in the end, the design is what matters, and we are designers at heart, and we'll put text in there always. We've added also blogging functionality, and we've brought up Brizy Cloud to a full-fledged CMS, so you can create blogging in Brizy Cloud, and also an advanced custom fields functionality that let you create custom posts and add all sorts of fields there. It's very, very cool if you've got a chance to use it. 2022, this will be the year for Brizy Cloud. I promise you that. Let's discuss a bit some of the improvements and fixes that we'll be tackling that we want to tackle this year. Regarding the CMS, we've received a lot of feedback from you guys, and we want to bring everything more closer to the page level, right? We want to have code injection at the page level. We'll have custom CSS, custom JavaScript. We'll have no index for the SEO options at the page level. So we'll bring a lot of options at the page level, of course, pages, blogs, and all the things that you'll create there. Editor performance is something that we do all the time. We've come a long way with the performance and the code output, but we want to make it even snappier this year, even faster. So this is something we'll have in mind for 2022 and going forward in the future. We plan a very cool contact form. actually, I think our form is is cool enough, right? Is the best form I've ever used, the best form builder I've ever used. But talking with you, basically, most of these are based on your input, on the community input. You guys want multi-step, and we'll have that. You want dynamic integration. You want repeatable fields, and this is something that we'll put in, and also conditions. Conditions refer to those I don't know, those conditions that maybe when you select something, another 4 or 5 fields appear or something like that. So we'll extend the context for this year. We'll have better management for saved blocks. As you know, now you save the blocks and layout, and they are all in the same bucket. And sometimes if you save a lot of them, it's a bit of a pain to scroll through them and find what you need. But we'll have this nice, cool management for blocks. You'll be able to allocate tags, to search for them, to put them in different folders. It will be very, very cool. Of course, the UI and UX user experience doesn't miss the list, because this is something very important. What we started with, you should know that the interface in Brizy Cloud and in Brizy usually is not something that we figure out overnight. So we don't figure it out from update to update. This is something that is very thought out, structured and designed right at the get-go. And then based on priorities and based on what we can do, we start to bring it into the builder, into the cloud easily but surely. You'll see the final design later tonight in the showcase. Okay, main focus is new features. I put here membership functionality for this year, but if you're up to speed with what we did in Brizy Cloud in 2022, you know that membership functionality was already launched, I think 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. So membership functionality is a more complex, and it took us a while to bring it in. That means users as well. So basically, that means login element as well. That means the whole system that lets your users create accounts, reset passwords, register accounts, log into their accounts. And using this functionality, you can allocate roles. And based on those roles, you can structure and show different blocks and create membership websites. I'm preparing, we'll have I wanted to finish with WordPress and cloud webinars for this year, but we're preparing a membership webinar and show you how to better use this membership functionality. Collaboration tool. This is on our list, and we've actually made 80 or 90% of it 1 year ago, maybe, but we need to shelve it for some time, because sometimes how it happens, parts of our team advance a bit faster than expected, and we need to put on ice some functionality and wait for other functionality to come in before we bring that in. But we'll have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, maybe Q2 this year, the collaboration tool, and I'll show you the design tonight. Multi-language websites. This will let you create webs. The pudding is in the name, right? Multi-language website. So you'll be able to create multi-language website. This is not a localization for the builder. This is basically you'll create your website in multiple languages. And we have Google Translate automatic. It's excellent. I'll show it to you tonight. One-click install for templates and clone. This refers to a functionality that I'm very excited about. It will take some time to do, but I'll push as hard as I can to have it as fast as possible this year. Every project in Brizy Cloud, you'll be able to turn on a shareable feature, let's call it, right? A shareable option. So this will be something that you decide to do. And you'll have a link that it's unique for your project. And when someone that has a Brizy account will click that link, it will basically clone that project in their account. So you can imagine all sort of scenarios, like creating, I don't know, templates and do a business around this, right? Only give links for. It's very, very cool. And this will solve the duplication part as well, because I know that you guys are waiting for it. Actually, when I posted the webinar on Facebook, someone told me, I hope to God that this functionality comes, and it will come. Be a bit more patient with this. Motion effects and animations. Motion effects and animations is a feature that will let you build all those nice animations and effects when you scroll, when you mouse over, when you do all sorts of things. So if you are a designer, you'll love this because it will let you put something on your website. Responsive breakpoints manager. So you'll have we have this on our list. The design is already made. I'll show it to you tonight. It's very cool. You'll enter this this instance of responsive in a responsive manager, and you'll be able to control all sorts of things. You'll see how it looks. We're pretty excited about it. We'll have a couple of new elements that we want to bring in, and mostly this refer to payments, Stripe and PayPal. Of course, the dynamic filter element that we planned for some time, and it's something very complex to do. But I'm confident and hope we'll have it this year. It was it was pretty packed, right? I feel like I've talked a river. Next updates. Let's see what comes next. We've put here only Q1 and Q2, and that is because we could have thrown everything here, right? Just to have the whole year. But it's hard for us to actually predict exactly when everything will come. So this is the best we can. We'll have a design update first. We debated today, I've debated with Bogdan today, if we'll show you a couple of designs, and we decided not to do it. And I hope you'll not be upset about it, because we have something even better to show you. So we did show some designs in the last webinar for WordPress, so you can go watch, see them there. We'll have a design update. Then it will come a huge update, a major update that will contain motion effects and a huge list of fixes and improvements. I'll just skim through it tonight to show you what will come until the end of March. And I think this update will come first in Cloud and then in WordPress. Then we'll have in Q2 we'll have the collaboration tool, and we'll push another design update. And after that, we'll see what comes. We'll keep it as a surprise. It will be, I think, it will be kind of surprise for us as well, right? This is the showcase. Let me share my screen. I'm very excited to show you some of the stuff tonight. Turn share screening on. Okay, this is it. Okay. So I was talking about that major update, right, with effects and animations and a bunch of improvements and fixes. This update we've been working on, if I'm not, I think 6 months or maybe more. So it's something huge that contains a lot of things that you guys requested. You guys requested in the past. We'll have the free update. Let's go very fast through this. What is this? We'll have all sorts of backgrounds, control over backgrounds on blocks. We have all sorts of options, added options on the SoundCloud element. We've added the map and backgrounds and all those features. We've brought it down to columns. We have them on rows, but we added to columns as well. We've added overlay color for images, so you'll be able to create you'll be able to put those nice overlays over it. Maybe put some text there. It will be pretty cool. It will give you options to do a lot of things, a lot of great and creative stuff. Reorder option for columns. This is something that it is right now in Brizy Cloud. You can see these arrows on buttons and icons. And we'll add these arrows, reordering arrows on multiple elements. You'll see further down the line, but we'll also add it on columns, so you'll be able to switch columns around. New line styles. You'll be able to create those nice line styles with lines and text and things like that. We have custom heights and content alignment for columns. We'll have the possibility to change the default Lato font that is loaded in Brizy Cloud. So maybe, for example, you'll be able to upload your font and set that as a default font. I know that some of you, especially from Germany or from Europe, where GDPR is important, this is something important because Google did some changes and there is a new discussion and debate nowadays with this. So that will will end the discussion regarding Brizy Cloud. These arrows, reordering arrows, again, we'll add them on tabs, we'll add them on accordions, we'll add them on forms. So basically, you'll be able to play with the fields and move them around. We'll add them on sliders. We'll add them everywhere. We've done, the functionality and the design, what you start with, and as you advance, you start to think about it, and some things don't match, right? So you need to rethink some of the functionality. You need to move some functionality around, and because we are creating this right sidebar to have style and effects, so it will be a new right sidebar. We've on the effects panel, we've moved everything, including the entrance animation. We've restructured this and redesigned it. It's a bit more easier to understand and use. I think you'll like it. More of a sizes, more sizes on elements and spaces. Some blending modes for certain elements, so you don't have to go and use Figma, Photoshop, and other things. Some basic stuff, of course. Brizy is not Photoshop or Figma. Added column width option. This is something I'm sure you'll appreciate, because I know we are in the office. We can't wait for this update, so you'll be able to play with the width and put percentages here, so you'll have full control. Some quality of life things. Added to new shortcuts that will let you bring that right sidebar more easily. Another quality of thing, update will grade down the update button when you don't have updates done. Options for videos, autoplay, loop, and other things. Translation things, you can translate now the text for certain elements. Reply to your placeholder for your forms. You know how you do it right now. You need to copy paste the email, but you'll be able to use this placeholder shortcut and you'll reply directly to your users. Some quality of life again when you work with code. The percentage here on the color picker will be shown on hover, not on click. Things like this that might seem minor, but believe me, it will bring that breezy way and breezy experience in front of you. And of course, I couldn't and we couldn't realistically put an image for everything here, but we've touched hundreds of things and we've improved. So yeah, for Pro, again, for the switcher, we'll have icons. We've added for the rating element scales 10, 5, and 10. Animation effects, motion effects. This is the big functionality that we'll add. We'll have scroll added first, so you'll be able to do all sorts of scroll animation, blur, movement, scale, tilt, and things like that. So it will be very cool. You'll be able to reorder gallery. You'll be able to reorder timeline, playlist, and all sorts of other things. So I hope you are as excited as I am to see this update live. This will come, I think, in Cloud first, and then we'll bring it to WordPress. Brizy Cloud lets us control things, test things, control things, and eventually fix them or address them way more faster than WordPress. I'm sure you know WordPress presents more sensibilities, more external factors that impact updates, and we decided to bring this to Cloud first and then to WordPress. Let's go down. Let's go next to what I want to show you here. I want to show here the collaboration tool. Are you guys still there? Bogdan, am I okay? You can maybe give me a Zoom or something. I'm not talking alone, right? Yes, all great. Perfect. So this is the collaboration tool. What you'll notice, first of all, let me preface this. What I'll show you tonight, and this is important to understand, two things to understand. One, everything I'll show you is a work in progress. So basically, some things that you see here might not necessarily make the cut or will have more features. So this is work in progress. Also, even if you see me click certain stuff, this is only design. This is a prototype made by us for our internal teams. So this is not working. This is only the design part. What you'll notice in the collaboration tool right from the get-go, you'll notice this new icon here in the left-hand side. And this is an icon that will let you jump on this page that you have loaded in the builder, but on the collaboration side, right? Let's click it. And this will translate to the collaboration tool and will load that page. This is how your cursor, your mouse cursor will look like when you move it around. So basically it will be a plus that will let you add certain comments that will look like this based on your design. So where you click it, it will add a comment. And you can easily see, and I'm sure you've encountered collaboration tools like this. We are not, we've reinvented the wheel and I think innovate in a couple of very important ways. This is not one of them, so we didn't reinvent the wheel here, but it is a great tool to use with your clients, with your partners, with your team to give feedback and receive feedback and do work, right? Work in a team. So you'll be able to add comments. You'll be able to select all sorts of stuff. If it's resolved, you can edit a comment, for example, if you want. You can mention other team members. Here on the left-hand side, as you see in the collaboration tool, the sidebar changed. So here now you'll see only issues, not issues necessarily, but comments from your team members. You'll be able to change from device to device, desktop, tablet, mobile. You see that this resolved comments are like this. You can hide the resolved. You can resolve them all if you want, or you can also change, if you want, you can change the page, right, and go to a different page in your project to add some comment or resolve comments there as well. This icon here, you'll see it's a pen. So what if you'll take a wild guess, this will go to the editing page in the builder, in the Brizy builder. So basically, if you click this, it will jump to that page in the builder. So an easy way to jump around from the builder to the collaboration tool, to move around, give some feedback, receive some feedback, move around and fix or change some stuff. So this is our collaboration tool. Next, I want to show you, cool. Next, I want to show you the multi-language feature that will come to Brizy Cloud this year. But before I show you that, let me talk a bit about the interface here you are seeing on the screen right now. This is actually the design, the interface made by us, primarily Bogdan, some time ago, right? This is the final thing that will, this is where we'll arrive at the end. For example, we have here, you'll see menus, the menus functionality. Right now, if you're using Brizy Cloud, a pop-up comes, right, with the menu functionality, but that will not be the case in the near future. The menus will look like this. And here you'll be able to select pages and select all sorts of pages to add to your menu, create new menus and things like that. The idea is to have everything encapsulated and to have everything, how to put it, to have everything that's in the same place and everything to be a cohesive experience, right? Don't jump from back end to front end on different menus, on different, and do it like that. Have everything there, easy to use, and very, very fast. So this will be the new menus. You will have here apps, but in the future. So hold your horses with that menu. I shouldn't have maybe shouldn't have showed it to you. Right. Multi-language is a two-side options. We'll have multi-language. The main options in multi-language is here in the settings. Here in the settings, you'll find this icon that pertains to multi-languages. And here you'll be able to translate, right? You'll have an original language where you'll add, we've put here in the example Romanian, because we are here in Bucharest in Romania, but you'll be able to select from a drop-down with all the languages. You'll be able to add a new translation, and this will let you add a new language to translate to. As you can see here, we can make this public or not public to let you work on it. We can auto-translate it, so basically you will use Google APIs to give a rough translation of everything you have there, and then you can go and fine-tune it and work with it. And here we have an option that will let you auto-switch user based on languages, right? If a user comes from France, it will be redirected to your French translation, French website. So this is the main idea. Let's save changes. Of course, this is only an image. I didn't save any changes, but yeah. So you'll have the languages here. It will show how much you manually translate, how strings or words you need to translate, if it's public or not, and so on and so forth. This will come in Pro, of course. So if you don't have Pro, you'll see this nice upgrade to Pro upsell trigger. And of course, you'll be able to add multiple languages. This is the first part, right? The main part where you'll set the languages, you set your main language, but we have another part that will let you to have granular control. And this is where we'll come to, if you remember at the start, I've told you that we want to bring and to develop the pages and the assets to bring a lot of functionality at that level, right? So what you can see here very easily in this design, you'll see the content tab. We have translate tab, where you'll be able to control the multi-language and translate or manually edit something that you don't like from the auto translation. Although we found out that Google Translate is, you'll find it very, very good for they came a long way with translations, but you'll be able to fine-tune things from here. Another important and very cool thing we'll have media translation. So basically, any image on the page, Bogdan tried to present it here. Let me try to make a zoom here. So basically, if you have an image where in the image you have the word design, let's say, and you have a French translation on your website, it will kind of be awkward, right? To have everything text related be in French and the images to have the design image, right? So you can replace that image with another image that has the text inside the image in French. So basically, we'll have media replacement for images as well. This is the second level, and I think I've messed it up a bit. We have a third level that I can't show it to you right now. The third level of options related to multi-language is the element, right? The multi-language element. And that will be an element, of course, that you'll be able to add from your elements, and you'll be able to add it anywhere you want, in the footer, in the header, in the whatever. You make it absolute, stylize it the way you want. You'll be able to select flags. You'll be able to do all sorts of things to let your user, of course, change between your website languages. Okay. This is all about languages. Before I go to the next showcase, and I think the last, let me go a bit back about that level page functionality. So we have the content right now in Brizy Cloud in production. We'll add translate soon with the translate functionality. We have the SEO options, and you can see here some things that will be added, like search engine visibility. I know you guys requested it to turn it off to discourage search engines. Google, let's be frank, not search engines, but Google, because to discourage Google to search, to find you. We have social that you already know, but also we'll add code, right? So this is custom code, custom CSS, custom code injection for header and for footer, but this applies at the page level. So, and of course, everything that we'll add in the future at the page level, at the asset level, you'll find it here somewhere. This is it about the multi-language. let's go to my last showcase for the night, and then we'll go to the Q&A session. This is the Breakpoint Manager. So it's easy to see. You know how where to access the breakpoints for the views, basically the responsive views for your Brizy website. We have it here in the left sidebar, and you can easily notice that here we will add a manage link. So when you click that manage link, it will go into a Breakpoint Manager, right? We love doing everything layered, everything instance. I think you've learned this about us already. Everything in the builder, it can let you do very complex things. I'm very, very happy when someone tells me that a little option here, a toolbar with a couple of options, you can't do anything with it, and that tells me that we are on the right track, right? So everything is layered. The pop-up builder is layered, as you know, and this the Breakpoint Manager, it will be layered as well. So basically, when you manage breakpoints, you'll come into this, let's call it, I don't know, Breakpoint Manager or Builder that will let you do some things, right? It will let you drag and control the content width. It will let you control the breakpoint in pixels. So basically, you'll tell it when that view it will come into place, at what pixel count. And let me go through the screens because I have some drop downs here. You can add, of course, a new breakpoint. You'll be able to add a new breakpoint of your own, and I don't know, create a mobile landscape, a mobile, I don't know, you have something specific in mind. Of course, you'll be able to add a custom icon to this breakpoint, control the breakpoint, and control the content. And of course, you can delete it if it's custom, or you can save it. And this drags here will let you basically visually control that content width. I think this is it, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, these are certain things that showcase hover, colors, and things like that. But this is mainly it. Let me stop sharing my screen. We can see Bogdan's mug there. I think we'll go now to the Q&A session. It was pretty packed in with if I went too fast, we'll have this recording on our YouTube channel. I encourage you to go and play it a bit slower to see all those designs, everything I've presented. Let me see some questions. Melissa asks two questions actually. One, will we be getting stock image integration like Unsplash? Please, Melissa, yes, you will be getting that. Before you'll get that, though, I think there is something a bit more important than that. I can't wait to have that in, and we actually had we have lined up some partners already in the stock photography market, huge partners that want to partner with us. But before we do that, we need that media library, right, in Brizy Cloud before we do the Unsplash and everything integration. So we'll have the media library first. We have it on our list. It becomes more and more apparent that we need it. So if we could do it without it up until this point, and maybe some more, we'll need to bring that in. Maybe this year, we'll see. And when we'll have that in, Unsplash will be the first on the list, because I know that our designers, when are searching for free imagery, they go there. So it will be a godsend to have it inside the builder. And the second question, will we be getting the ability to reorganize form fields? Yes, I actually, if I'm sure you paid attention, you saw that when I showcased the next update that will come until March, end of March, we'll have that functionality. Those nice arrows that will let you reorganize not only forms but sliders, tabs, accordions, everything, columns, buttons, icons, everything. Phil, now that Germany does not allow Google Fonts to link to websites, do we need to fix our Brizy Cloud websites, or do our website in Brizy Cloud already store Google Fonts on the server and RSA? I know this is an issue with WordPress, but not sure about Brizy Cloud. Well, we'll add in Brizy in the next. I think in the next update we'll add that option to let you basically switch the default Lato font to something else, right? So you'll be able to control that. I'm not sure if you'll need to go through your old websites, to your other websites to change that. But even if you do, it will be a matter of a couple of seconds, basically, right? To go there and switch the default font and things like that. So I wouldn't worry too much about it. Maybe you're an agency and you have a couple hundred websites that will take a couple of hours, right? But yeah. Arvin, how can I add the hosted domain on my AppSumo lifetime deal rather than creating another account? How can I add the hosted? Okay, I understand what you're saying. You're saying that you're yeah, because our AppSumo lifetime came with a limited number of custom domains, right? You got access to the Pro functionality, but the number of custom domains you could link with your project was limited. If I'm not mistaken, it was 3 per AppSumo code or something like this. And how can you add more? I think you don't need to create another account, Arvin. You just you can purchase one of our plans from the website, right? We have the personal plan that comes with 1 custom domain, the freelancer that I think it's 20, I think, and the agency it's 100. So basically, you just purchase another plan. It will get stuck on what you have, and this is how you add the hosted domains without creating another account. Matthias, will we be able to clone, duplicate, and organize projects soon? Matthias, I'm hoping that will come soon. I don't want to create false expectations. You know how this I experienced that myself. I tend to get pretty excited about all sorts of things that we added and will continue to add. But if I start to push some dates or promise something, it might not come true, and it might not look that good for me, and I don't want to do that. We'll make everything we can to. It will be this year for sure. I'll push on it as much as I can, and hopefully we'll have it as soon as possible. I'm not sure if in the first couple of months. So yeah. Can't wait for that as well. So we'll be able to create all sorts. That will be awesome, because not only you can duplicate project and share projects with friends or with clients or sell them or whatever. We'll be able as Brizy to create more complex projects, right? Something that contains blogging, that contains custom fields, and auto install everything. It will be pretty cool. We have some great ideas, but we need that functionality first. Jay, hi Jay, nice to see you, man. Cookie consent with option to enable, disable individual cookies. Jay, we know about that. We have it on our list right now. That is not a priority, bro. It's what you'll need to do. There are a bunch of how to say services out there, and we have one, I think, on the list to create. If I'm not mistaken, we have in the documentation how to use it, but it's pretty simple. You just input the code from that service into Brizy Cloud, inject the code, and you'll have cookies consent forms if you want that. We have it on our list, and it's possible we'll build it inside Brizy at some point in the future. But Brizy as a platform, we don't set anything there. So basically, when you create a project, if you don't embed scripts or set something else, We don't create cookies. We don't. So basically, if you are you are starting to build a more complex website, you'll need most likely that functionality, and that is free from services like CookieBot or So it will have to do right now third party, and when we'll add it in the future, maybe you'll have it from us. Alexander, I wait for this year dynamic element clickable like button image text. I wait for this year dynamic element clickable like button image text. I'm not sure I understand exactly dynamic element clickable, but we have buttons clickable that can be text as well, and you can select from the server icon to populate it with dynamic content. So I think your problem is already solved, Alexander. Let us know if it's something I'm missing, but I think you can do that right now in Brizy Cloud. I'll try to pronounce your name, but most likely I butchered it. Franciscos. With the users and groups, will we be able to host the website to a third-party hosting service? Will it still need to communicate with Brizy server for login, reset password to work? This is a very good question. I'll need to get back to you on that because I honestly don't know the answer to this. It's a very good question. You know what? Just send me an email to dimibrizy@brizy.io, and I'll reply back with an answer. I'll talk with my colleagues here, with Sergi, and see exactly the reply to that. I honestly don't know. Miguel Valencia, can we have inline editing for our clients? Inline editing for your clients? Inline editing. You mean letting them control parts of the, I don't know, text or content? You can do that right now if that is the question. I'm not sure what inline editing actually means, what you want to say with that. I can talk a bit around this role manager we have, but not the role manager from users, from the user accounts, but the role manager that you give to your clients when you invite them to your project. You can create a project and invite your client as a team member inside the project to let them, I don't know, view it or even edit it. And that team member, your client, can receive a role, and you can give him the editor role, for example, and that role will let him go inside Brizy in the builder, but it will let him edit only text and change images. I hope this is something you're looking for, because this is something that we do right now. You'll only need to play with a bit with the team members and with roles and see how they work. Matthias, since gradients are so popular these days, will we be able to add more than just 2 colors to a gradient? I think yes. I think this is something we can add. It's not necessarily a big thing to add. Maybe Matthias, send me an email and I'll create an on our board an issue if it's not created already, because we, as you can imagine, with so many customers and users and fans, we got thousands of issues and fixes and improvements and things like that, and most likely this is something we already have on the list. 2 colors, 3 colors, 4 colors, we'll see. I'm sure we can figure something out. What I can tell you is that is not a huge priority, right? I mean, come on. Gradient from 2 colors to 3 colors, yeah, sure, it might change some things, but okay. Matthias, 3 questions from Matthias. Actually, Matthias, you've been very active in this webinar. First, what happened to the funnel builder feature? A very good question, Matthias. As you saw with, I've explained with the collaboration tool that we were forced by circumstance, by waiting for other functionality, by priorities, by all sorts of factors. We had it 90% done, 90-something% done, but we were forced to take the decision to put it on ice, the collaboration tool. Of course, I'm not saying funnels functionality is 90% done, not by a long shot, but I was making this parallel because this is the case for the funnel functionality as well. We decided to put it on the shelf a bit, just to wait for other things, other priorities, things that became a bit more important. So funnel builder will come for sure, but right now is on the shelf waiting waiting for us. This is how it is. The design is made already. Maybe I'll show it to you one day, but as we approach implementation. Second question, will you also use DeepL for translation or Google only? We'll start with Google only. A good friend of mine, Adi from Translate Press, we've discussed, and I consulted with him because they do the Translate Press plugin for WordPress. You know, they are our partners and my real-time friends. We are friends in real life. And they do a tremendous job there. They do a great job there, and I've consulted with him and learned more about DeepL with Google and all the options we have. We'll start with Google. Is the more accessible one. Is not the best one in terms of accuracy of translation, of auto translation. It does the job excellent for what we need. It's not at the professional level, but it's great. It has the most languages. This is a very good thing and a plus. Google has a lot of languages. DeepL and others are more focused, have less languages, but are better, right? We'll have only Google first, and we'll see about adding something else later. So yeah. The third question, will animation also be triggered on mouse hover, and will it contain 3D animations and transforms as well? Yes and no, and let me explain. Yes, we'll have mouse hover and all sorts of things, maybe 3D animation. We'll see what we'll put there, but no right now. So we'll have only scroll animations at first, and we'll add transform and hover animations later on. We'll tackle them later on. So we'll do it in stages, basically. We'll add scroll and then hover and transform. Thomas. Thomas, do we still need to kick out team members during collaboration like now? No, you don't need to kick them out because they will be logged in different accounts, and you can collaborate at the same time on the same pages and projects. Jay, will you be adding CCPA accessibility adjustments? Look, Jay, you are pushing hard on third party solutions. Look, we would want eventually Brizy to be have all and all, right? Have your cake and eat it too. Have everything there: cookies, third parties, funnels. Respond to every need out there. I'm afraid we will not be able to do everything right now, so we'll need to put it to do it in time. Most likely, yes, but there are services that offer this, so you might want, until we bring that in Brizy, you might want to use those external services that, of course, can be integrated in Brizy Cloud because we have that code integration and code injection options. Andrew, funnels, and yeah, again, funnels. It never seems to get passed up next. Appreciate you say it could be achieved by links. However, it's not like a true funnel builder experience such as get response. I love Brizy. However, of course, there is a however always, right? However, can you advise a realistic ETA as to when funnels will be added? As how had hoped you would have added this to today's presentation text. Yes, Andrew, I know this is something that is awaited for a long time. As I've mentioned earlier, we've put funnels a bit on the shelf, so I can't possibly advance a date. So it's on the ice right now. It will get done, but we'll need to sit a bit on it. Look, we'll need to do it. How you'll need to still do it with links, and it's not a full. I agree, it's not a full-fledged funnels. You don't have goals there. Our code injection, because it's not at page level yet, it gives you some hard time to track those pages, right? Individual pages, just to create that funnel based on pages and track everything. So I understand the need there. We will tackle it. We have it on the list. Funnel is a bit on the shelf. We'll see about it. It will eventually come for sure, but I can't possibly advance the date. Jennifer, is this multi-translate feature coming to Brizy WordPress as well? And if so, what is the estimated time frame for that? Jennifer, what I can tell you is that before talking about multi-translation, what I can tell you is that almost everything you saw in this presentation today will come to Brizy WordPress. Actually, if you go and watch our webinar last week, you saw that most of the things repeat themselves, right? Because if they're builder based, is being the same builder, it will go to WordPress as well. The multi-translation feature and also the collaboration tool fit better in Brizy Cloud than in WordPress. Of course, we are willing and we are willing to look into maybe bringing this to WordPress as well. But this depends mainly on the community, right? Because WordPress usually has solutions on many different problems, right? I've talked to you about my good friend Adi from Translate Press. You can use Translate Press and you solve your issue, right? So you have options there, but if the ask will be very passionate, we'll look into it and we'll see if we can bring it and when that can happen. Of course, that will involve some more development time. WordPress is a bit different than Cloud. In Cloud we do and control everything server side and every development and all the infrastructure. So there are some sensibilities and some variables to take into account there, but we can look into them. Bottom line, collaboration and multi-language, Cloud only for now, because we think they fit better there. But in the future, we'll see about bringing that to WordPress. Phil, will we be able to use the shop feature for membership and subscriptions? Of course, you will feel that's the point basically. This membership functionality we've added 2 weeks back. It comes with users, with roles, and the membership options on the block level. And what you can create with them now, and our webinar and example in the next weeks will be something related to lead generation, something related to something that doesn't contain a paywall, right? Because you can't process payments using Brizy Cloud right now. What we'll do, we'll add 2 elements this year, and I think this will be maybe Q2, Q3. We'll add 2 elements related to payments, and that is Stripe and PayPal. And these elements will also have an extension, not only the link with the payment gateways, but also an extension to the membership functionality as well. So basically, when a client pays with Stripe, with the Stripe element, right, you'll be able to allocate one of the roles, right? So that will let you control and create your paywall and use the membership functionality to create those nice membership and accept subscriptions. You'll be able to create different plans on the Stripe side, and those plans will have different roles. It will be very, very cool then. but now you'll only be able to create lead generation and membership websites that don't accept payments. Tonya, is this all so amazing? Sorry, I rephrase. This is also amazing. This is also amazing. Thanks for continuing to update and improve the features. I see the shop function on your demo page. Can you expand on what's coming with that? Could we sell digital downloads? Would we need to integrate apps with the functionality? Thanks. So let's break this down, Tony, a bit, because there are a couple of questions here. The shop function, you saw it in the designs. Yes, you saw it because when we created and when Bogdan worked and when we brainstormed and put every piece together, we didn't want to end up with how to call it, with something that is composed with by pieces that don't fit together, right? So we needed to take into consideration everything we want to add there, and we built and designed everything right from the get-go. Of course, you saw it in the design because we designed it back in the day when we designed everything, but the shop functionality is not there. That is something that we work on, and what I can tell you is that e-commerce is not that easy to do, and especially when you start and build your e-commerce from scratch, right? So that will take still some time. I'm not sure it will come even this year. We'll see about that. But what we can do, and I'll go to your next question, to alleviate that, even if we will not have native shopping functionality, we will introduce payments. So basically, we will introduce the payment gateways like Stripe, PayPal, that you'll be able to integrate with Brizy. And using those the payments gateways, you'll be able basically to, and this brings me to a third question, to sell digital products. And it will be very cool. I already can imagine using the membership functionality, right? You let your user create the account and pay through our Stripe element. And when they create the account, if they pay for, I don't know, for plan A, you'll set a role for them, and for that role, show a block where they can have the download link, right? And we'll need to do a template around this. So yeah, you'll be able to do that, not with our shopping functionality natively in Brizy Cloud, but with those Stripe and PayPal elements. Carlos, are the webhooks working with pop-ups? Yes, they are. Just like any custom assets, that allows webhooks, right? So you can they work with pop-ups as well, and they will work with every asset we'll be bringing in, I think. So yeah, the answer is yes, they do. Sam, will we get the ability to add conditions to Brizy blocks? Sam, you can add conditions. No, it depends on what conditions you are referring to, right? Because we have the global block functionality, Sam. So basically, you can display a block and put it on certain pages. But I have a feeling that you are referring to other conditions, right? What sort of conditions are you talking about? Because other than displaying them, a nice use and a good use, and we've been talking about it in the past. Maybe I can see some nice usage relating geolocation. Maybe display some blocks based on the hour of the day, or geolocation. Display some blocks for the Bucharest people, right? For me, I can see there's something related to Bucharest. For I don't know, someone from Amsterdam can. So I can see some possibilities there with conditions. If you are referring to those kind of conditions, it's a very cool idea. We've entertained it. We've discussed it. Everything we put on the list. Think about this. You are one fan, one guy, one user, one customer, right? And you ask for one thing, but we have thousands, hundreds of thousands of us, and all sorts of needs, priorities. So it's cool, but we'll see about it. We'll see about it. It's not in the priority list now. Andrew, when will we get website screenshots for our project dashboard? Yeah, Andrew, that's pretty funny, because in the presentation today, I've used the same screenshot, right? When Bogdan designed the UI for the dashboard, we've envisioned it with those nice screenshots. And look, this is something that is not crucial, right? It's cool. It will come. It's on the list, and we'll use the same. I think we'll use the same functionality we are using for when we screenshot blocks, right? So we'll have a screenshot from your home page and reposition it there, or maybe let you upload your own image there. So we have ideas there, but look, it's important, but it's not that important. We'll go there eventually. We are tackling more important improvements right now. But I agree. I can't wait to see that brought in at some point. Carlos, 2 questions from Carlos. 1, my unlimited plan expires next year. If I do the upgrade to white label, what happens with the resting time? Okay, with the remaining time, right? So basically, if you're it gets stacked, Carlos. You don't lose that. I think I'm not 100% sure. We need to consult and talk with Alex. He's handling operations, and he can advise us and tell us how that exactly works. Send me an email on dimi@brizy.io, and we'll figure that out. And the second question is, when I add a new client on the dashboard, why Brizy is sending promotional emails to the clients? Look, we have Carlos. We have a filter that filters every. First of all, in that email that you'll send me, please let me know when your clients received an email. We had this issue. I agree, and we are sorry for that. We should have handled it with a bit more care. But this was in the past. This is solved right now. So if this happened recently, let us know, and we'll look into the filters. We are using this system, and every time when we are sending a promotional email, everything or something, a webinar or something else, we are applying a filter that removes all the clients from there. So if it happened recently, let us know. We'll take a look and see what happened there, but it shouldn't happen. Okay, Andrew, any plans for the CMS APIs? This would allow us to make really directory type websites at the cube. Any plans for? Yes, we have APIs, and we plan to release them at some point, to be open and to let others. You saw, if you paid attention earlier for a couple of seconds, I removed that from the recording, but maybe not. I showed you an apps screen where there were some apps, and those are third-party apps, basically, right? So you'll get access to some APIs that will let you develop some apps for Brizy Cloud. So yeah, that's in the future. I can't tell you exactly when it will be, but directory type websites. I think directly type websites, I'm not sure you need the API. Actually, maybe you do if you are bringing in data from somewhere else, right? If you have already a database with a huge directory, whatever, you'll need APIs to bring that in. But if you are starting from scratch, I think you can manage to do something with what we have right now. Although I think you'll need the dynamic filter functionality as well, right? Way to let users filter that directory. So for the directory type, you'll still need to wait a bit longer to do it. But I presume this year will be the year you'll be able to do it. Shane, cloud reseller. As a reseller, can we create and share websites with self-serve users, example via their global folder, for example? Right now, no, you can't. Self-serve user via. Right now, you can't, Shane. But what you will be able to do, and this will be smartly done, in my opinion, and more elegant. What you'll be able to do, you'll be able to use that clone functionality I mentioned earlier. Create in your account, in your personal account, in your reseller account, basically, in one of the workspaces, create your templates, right, for your clients. Make those projects, those websites, make them shareable. So turn on that shareable functionality. Get those links that are unique, and create on your website a page with templates and put those links for your clients. Start from this website, right? And they'll be able to click those and get that project copied and cloned directly in their account. So this would be a functionality that will solve your issue, and it will be more elegant. It will let you do some nice things to it. You can put them under a paywall. You can show them to only paying clients. You'll be able to do all sorts of smart things with that functionality. I think better than to only show projects in a global folder or something. Michael, if I create a website for a client and they want to log in themselves, how can I let them do that without giving them my user and password and let them see all my content? This is very easy, Michael. Actually, this works right now. One sec, let me load up on some coffee here. You can do that right now. It's called the team member functionality. If you go on our website, in the support documentation on cloud, you will find a section with team members, and that explains everything, right? You'll be able to, in one of the workspaces, because team members and the invitations work at the workspace level. So basically, the team members will have access to all the projects in that workspace. So it's smart to the clients to structure them by workspaces, not by projects. You'll be able to invite them. They receive a link, they create an account, and you can give them a role. And roles, we can have a couple of roles, and those roles give them access to do certain things. Only control text, only view the project, only. So go on our website and find out more about the functionality. It works right now. You can use it today. It's in production. John, will we have a membership tutorial soon? Yes, John, we wanted to bring that in as a tutorial and also as a webinar where we talk more about in depth about the membership, the functionality. You see, the membership functionality is not complex, but it involves a couple of layers, right? The membership, the users, the roles, the accounts, the passwords. There are emails that are sent when you create accounts. So it's a more of a layer thing. So it requires a bit of explanation, a bit of discussion. And we wanted to bring that into a webinar, into a video, but not before the start of the year webinars for WordPress and cloud, right? We wanted to start the year with the plan for this year for Brizy, and then we'll go branch. We have plans to invite hosting partners that we have lined up with our partners. So it will come, the membership, in a couple of weeks. We're preparing it. Thomas, will we be able to upload custom videos like MP4 or even link to videos? Yes, you can do that right now, Thomas. You have a couple of options on the video element: upload Vimeo or YouTube. Ayman, 2 questions from Ayman. White label documentation for customers. Yes, Ayman, we are working on that. We have the first draft. I know we've promised this at the beginning of the year, and it's already February. I hope we'll have it by the end of the month. If not, for sure in March. We have the first draft. Casey George did a tremendous job for working on that white label documentation, and it helped us bring it together. We have a first draft. I think there are 65 articles or something like this, all white label, and we started to review them and fine-tune them and modify them and bring them to how to say it, white label documentation 1.0, right? And I think we reviewed 15 or so from 60. So we are pushing on that. We'll have it soon. As soon as we'll have it, our agency and reseller partners will get access to it free of charge, of course, as part of their plans. And the second question from Ayman, can we add white label to legacy studio account? No, you can't. You can't, Ayman. White label is only available in the agency plan, and the agency plan, if you purchase it on the same account where you have the studio, the first step we'll do is move it on a new account, right? So on the onboarding process that starts, the first thing we do, we move it on a new account. This is because of some technical things that need to happen when we set and when we onboard you on that on those white labels. So you will need to have only that agency plan in one account. So you'll need basically either you buy it on the new account or we move it. So you will not have the unlimited one in the same plan with the white label. Sam, ability to add ACF custom field conditions to Brizy blocks. This is not okay. I think you are developing your conditions right from your previous question, Sam. This is not on the. I'm not sure it's on the list even. What I would ask you kindly is to send me an email on dimi@brizy.io and tell me about it maybe a bit in more detail, maybe with some examples if you can. Maybe it helps if you give us a use case, right? So to get an idea on how that would be. I'll create an issue. The guys will look over it. We'll see about the priorities, and maybe we'll add it in the future. And I think this will be the last question. Shane, newbies and non-designers. Excellent, Shane. You are the perfect customer for Brizy, because Brizy is answering those questions as well for newbies and non-designers. One-click install blog layouts and the blog content only. Not need to design blog layout first. It is planned. Shane, it's great that you've asked this question, because a lot of these questions related to content and install, I go back to that clone functionality, to that auto install. Start from this project one-click functionality that we'll have this year. This will solve this problem we are having. When you look into our design library, you'll see that everything is kind of static, right? We don't build there in the blocks or in the layouts. We didn't build anything dynamic, and there is a reason and a very specific decision that we've made. It's not random, right? And that is mainly because we can't auto install it for you, right? Imagine if we would bring in some layouts for blogging or for shopping or for whatever, something more complex. At this point, that would mean that you need to build it. You need to create all those custom assets, all those links between the custom asset, the custom blog post, the dynamic content, the templating. So you'll need to do that step to build it, which is something we don't want, because it's a hassle. You'll need to know the dynamic content deeply. This issue and this problem will be 100% solved when we'll bring in that clone functionality, because we'll build everything on our side, the website, everything with everything, dynamic, global fonts, headers, footers, templating, everything, blogging, everything will be built by us. And when you click that link will install everything from images, text, everything will be installed, and you'll instantly have blogging, and you'll only have to modify. And of course, it's much easier to modify something that's already there rather than creating it from scratch. Guys, I feel like I can talk with this coffee. I feel like I can. It's 20 past 10 p.m. I feel like I can go another hour, but I'm sure some of you need to go back to work or to get some rest, to sleep. I thank you a lot for your support, and Brizy Cloud is something that will bring it home this year. We are pretty excited about it. I urge you to stay close to Brizy Cloud. We'll change the world here. I see you in the next one, and have a great night, all of you.